Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss 11th standard first chapter of the living world. We already studied which are living things and which are non-living things. Living things and non-living things mainly differentiated based on their feature. And we see the chapter will start as a question of what is living. That living mainly differentiate the particular feature. That first feature, it is the growth. Second feature, it is reproduction. Third feature, it is metabolism. Fourth feature, it is the cell division. And fifth one, it is consciousness. When this feature in us, NEET examination and CET examination as a question of differentiate between characteristic feature and the defined feature, the student facing problem which feature are characteristic feature and which feature are a defined feature. So we discuss about the characteristic feature and the differentiate feature. So we are thinking now start. It's the growth. We are consider it is the feature. Everyone can know. And which are those two features which are growth and reproduction, metabolism, cell division and consciousness. So growth and reproduction are considered as the characteristics feature. And metabolism, cell division and consciousness, it is known as the defined feature. What is the difference between characteristic feature and defined feature? The feature which are showing some exception, we are known as the characteristic feature. But feature does not having any exception, so it is called as the defined feature. So let's start with we describe the first feature. It is known as the growth. What is growth? Everyone can know the growth can be explained in two characters. What is meaning of growth? It is explained by the two characters. First character, it is the increase in mass. And second character is the increase number of cells. So first one we are considered as the increase in mass. Increase in mass means dust particle can be increases. We are called as the increase in mass. When you can gain a weight, we having the stool body, we are considered as the, we also known as the, it is the mass increases. So we are considered as the increase in mass. Any form, when you take some rice and added more rice in this part, so mass will be increases, so we call number will be increases, so we called as the growth. It's happened in a living thing, it's happened also non-living thing. So it is not showing the specific form, so it is having exception. It is also present in a living, also present in a non-living. So second part we are describe it is the number of cell. When we are considered as the number of cell, so if its character only shown in a living thing, so living thing which having a, we are considered as the lower organism we are called as a unicellular organism, and multicellular we are known as higher organism, we are considered as the higher organism or multicellular. So first we are discuss about the higher organism. It is the multicellular organism. It's mainly defined in a plant and animal. In case of plant growth, it is the infinite. But in consider of the animal is the growth, it is found in a particular age. You can found that your height can be increases is a particular age. It's not increases, but in form of the plant. If plant which some having just like we are consider the banyan tree can be survive in a almost in 100 of years. It having branches, is having the fruity formation. It's occur, it's still multiple years, it's happened is till end of life. So we are considered as the formation of branches, root increasation. We can found the root can be occurring the lots of space, and fruit formation. This happen due to the meristem. What is meaning of meristem? It is the presence of the meristematic tissue. It's the meristem. Now we are describe its part in next chapter. But in animal case, we are considered as the it's happened is the particular age your growth can be increases. For unicellular organism, what is meaning of unicellular organism? We can already study in a 9th class. Those having only single cell we are called as the unicellular. That means that it's having only single cell. When it's having the cell can be divided into 2 parts, 3 parts. This part we are called as the cell division. Also unicellular part it is considered as the reproduction. That means unicellular which are showing the growth as well as reproduction. So this part we are considered in a unicellular organism and multicellular organism. And one main part we are described when asking our question in higher organism is growth are mutually exclusive. Mean in higher organism what is meaning of exclusive? Was exclusive it is meaning of independent. Means in consider this part we are consider in this higher organism, this growth we are consider was only the increase in number, increase in but it is not considered as the reproduction part. It is only growth factor. But unicellular organism we are considered as the growth. It is represent also growth as well as the reproduction. Now we are describe the second part. It is part we are considered as the reproduction. Second feature, reproduction. So first feature, which having some exception, that means the number of mass we are having it is happen in a living thing as well as non-living thing. So we are called as the characteristic feature. Reproduction. So everyone can know about the reproduction. When reproduction we are described, the reproduction it is the two type mainly. One it is the sexual reproduction, and second one we are known as the asexual reproduction. When progeny formation, that means when two gamete can be fused and formation of progeny, it is more or less similar to those parents, we are called as the sexual reproduction. That means that we are described the reproduction. What is meaning of reproduction? The fusion of gamete. They form the progeny. The nature of progeny, it is the more or less similar to those parents. Everyone can know this having the son which having some characters of mother, some characters of his father. Even though we can found that is the some characters, it is the similarity of the genetic nature, its grandfather and grandmother, it's the having the similar, but it is not exactly equal. So we are considered as the more or less similar to this parent. It is called as the sexual reproduction. When we are described the sexual reproduction, it is happened in all living organism, but in some living organism we are considered the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, what is meaning of asexual reproduction? It is not a fusion of two gametes. It is having a different type. So what is asexual reproduction? First we are considered as the fungi. When fungi, everyone can know, the fungi can be produced is new fungi in presence of spore. The number of spore can be present in their sporangium, and that sporangium when blast, the spore can spread out and each spore can produce fungi. So is the sporangium, it's the part, and that sporangium produce the new, we are considered as the asexual reproduction by the sporangium. Second part, it is the budding. Budding, the yeast and hyda. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, everyone can know about the yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which having the single cellular like part. It's not a single cellular, it is the single cellular like a structure. When it formation of the bud formation, just like, and when this bird can be again removed from his body and his work as this individual, and this part we are known as the budding formation. Third part, it is the true regeneration. What is meaning of true generation? Planaria, which having the segmentation form. It's the cut, and each segment, the cut of fragment, and each fragment is considered as the new individual we are considered. So its part, it is the two regeneration. Another few example, it is the some fungi. Not every fungi can produce by the new fungi by the sporangium and spore. So few fungi. Filamentous algae, protonema of mosses, they are reproduced by the fragmentation. Each part, each branch will be separate and work as the individual form. So we are considered as the fragmentation. It's considered in a multicellular organism. We are same, it is the unicellular organism. Unicellular organism we already discussed in a growth feature. The reproduction part and the growth part are the similar. So reproduction is synonyms of growth. Everyone can be remember this line. It's asked as the MCQ in a NEET examination as well as here. So in unicellular organism, reproduction is synonyms of the growth. That means that it is showing the similar factor. It is a growth as well as the we are considered as the reproduction form. We are called as the cell division form. But reproduction is not occurring in all living organisms. So we having some exceptional. Just for example, when we are reproduced by the sexual reproduction part. So one example, everyone can know about the mule and liger species. So it is the when we are considered as the mule, it is the formation of horse and donkey. When we are described as the liger, this part we are is present in a name also. It is species which are having the tiger and lion. Those having the similar characters, but when they are again reproduce, they are not reproduce their own child. So it is the unfertile form. So mule never produce their own species, like are not produced by their own species. So it is the unfertile form. Second part, everyone we can know about the worker bee. Everyone known about the queen only having the capability of production of eggs, and worker bee, it is the form of infertility form. Another example, we are called as the infertile human couple. Some people don't have any child, so we are considered as the infertile human being. So we are considered as it is the non-defining feature. So reproduction also we are considered as the characteristic feature. It is not having the defining feature. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.